Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Modern Engineers. Today, we are going to start Operation Shale Phase 1. So, first things first though, before we get started, I'm going to have to secure the ship to the dock because I just realized while I was doing that intro that the ship was moving. So, this dock did not lock on. So, we're just going to have to set the lock here and set that back. The next task that we're going to work on is we're going to load search roll here with all of the submarines that we built last episode. So that's going to be the big ticket item today, is just going to be loading and getting ready. So this is going to be a long process, just be aware. But first things first, we're going to have to fix this crane because this crane is not ideal for the loading of the subs. Okay, so I think I figured out how I want this to do. It was very much trial and error. So you got two hinges here. One's going to be loose, and the other one's going to be the fixed one, just basically the 90, and it's got a converter in it. We'll use this large pulley here, but on the small scale, and then we'll put a rotor on it. Oh, it's not loading for some reason. But the rotor will be for rotation. I think the pad didn't make. Hang on one second. Yeah, the pad didn't make. Okay, so that's a problem. We'll have to fix that. Add rotor head. Okay. There we go. That should be something to attach to. And we'll add this rotor. Yeah, we'll add this rotor here for rotation, and then we'll add the magnet underneath it for actually locking to the grid. But so far it's looking okay. Mostly this one's just going to be more for functionality. And there we go. Okay, so welded up, good to go. I haven't done any of the programming yet, so I'll probably do that when I actually start loading the cargo. So we'll just go ahead and get started here. I'm going to make sure that this is loose again, because it just makes it a little bit easier for loading. Kind of want it to shift with the weight. But now we're going to go and start getting things ready for loading. So we're going to take this wellhead here and box it up in this container. Okay, so delivered. Now we're going to try and get this on the boat. I've done this process before, but I've never actually done the it with this setup. So it's all going to be up in the air. So we're just going to take it nice and slow. So I'm going to use build vision mostly. I think maybe in the future I'll put buttons on this thing or not. I think that was it locking, so might be good. Let's go ahead and unlock this from the grid. And then retract. We'll see how this works. Oh, nice. A little off balance, but that's because I got the center of mass wrong. But you know what? That's okay. We'll just take it nice and slow. That's fully retracted. We'll use the boom and lift it up. Let's go ahead and add the welded blocks while we're in the air. Nope, let's go get resources first. Okay, weld blocks added. There's a attachment pad on the deck. And now we're just gonna kind of lift it up and get it in that area. We're gonna take it nice and slow though, so I don't want to break this thing. Also, that container weighs like 30 tons. I am gonna need the rotations, so see if I remember which one it is. Let's do. Need to find increase velocity or lower limit, upper limit. Where is the velocity? You know what? I'll figure it out in a second. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and swing this boom over and try to put this on the deck first. This crane works actually a lot better now. It's a little janky, but you know, Clang exists in his mysterious ways. Just taking it nice and slow. I think that the camera arm is not the camera arm. The controller arm is a little not responsive at all. I think I might speed that up for the next load or swing. But it's a good thing that this ship has its own crane because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to load this. Do need to actually build other cranes on the server or on the in the world. Okay. Now let's see if I can remember it this time. I need to be able to rotate it. There it is, increased velocity. And then we need decreased velocity to swing it the other way. Start bringing this boom down. So that should swing it one way. There we go. That's better. Just gotta take it nice and slow because playing will not like the physics messing around too much. Now that we're kind of lined up, the weld pad should kind of take over from here. I'm glad I'm starting with this container first because the last thing I want is to be doing this with a submarine quite yet. Ooh, with contact. I think next time I'll use this the pulley to lower it instead of the boom. It's not welding. Should be right on the money. Let's go see what's wrong. See if we can try and extend the boom, see if that'll help. Try lowering it. Should be right on it. Unless I put the weld pads on wrong. Yeah, it's not. It's not it. I wonder what I did wrong. Let's try lifting this up real quick. See if what's wrong with the weld pads. I'm not getting any indications that it's close, but I'm also full of the areas that were errors, so there's that too. I think maybe there's something wrong. Should lower it now. Nothing. Wonder what could be doing this. It should be right on the money right now. Try lowering it again. Yeah, that's there's no way that that's not right on it. Try rotating it a little bit more. Okay, I'm not sure what else it can be at this point. It should be right on top of each other. Oh yay, the MES war errors went away, finally. Wonder, let's check the well paths. Oh, I see it now. Okay, so yeah, that was just one block too far. Okay, fair enough. Cool. Well, that's all loaded up and secured to the ship. Now the fun part. Let's go get the other ones. Alright, nice and ready to go. So, I've already kind of pre-staged, so we're going to definitely just manual it all the way in. Nice and easy. We're going to try and aim for the center of mass. Now, ideally, I should probably be using a connector, but this should more or less do the same. Now, I'm kind of leaving that one off because that way it kind of aligns to gravity, but sometimes it just gets a little bit exuberant, and if I add brakes, it doesn't get much better. Alright, so we're going to, nice and easy, get this lower down. We're probably going to have to extend out a little bit. Yeah, we're going to have to extend out. Good thing everything's so easy. This will make it a... I should definitely add a button panel later. Not necessarily right now or during this operation, because I should definitely add a button panel though that's all these controls on it, so that I can just push it while it's right here. That it'll make deployment a little bit easier for the submarine. But almost there. A little indicator on the side of the mag. I'll let me know. Just a bit more. Yellow. Just give it just a tiny bit more. There we go. Kind of want it physically touching. Alright, locked. Now, unlock. and then we'll just start the lift. Should be nice and easy. That should be pretty close to the center of mass, too. Oh, she's airborne. Awesome. Oh, this made it so worth it. That looks awesome. That's legit. That looks really awesome. I'm just at a loss for words. Just kind of waiting for the pulley to kind of finish its job too. Once it's all the way in the air. Oh, I'm grabbing my spectator. Get another camera view of it. Okay, I'm done. Alright, cool. It's in the air. Let's get her on the boat. Nice and easy. Gotta lift her a little bit higher because there's this weird like light boom and it's kind of in the way. I think what I need to do is just change the lights. I think I was supposed to put them by the helo deck, but I didn't want them interfering with helicopters. Just kind of nice and easy. This one's going to be a little bit easier than the weld one because I don't have to actually line it up particularly well. I just have to get it on the deck. Just trying not to hit this light boom. Might consider moving those in the future. Put that on the list of things to do. Almost there. Just want to get a little bit further away. Good to go. Okay, so next is going to be lowering. So we'll just kind of stand on top and lower. Nice and easy. Sometimes this game looks awesome when you're doing weird stuff like this. There's no way the developers thought that this was what I would be using this game for, but it's so cool. So it's a little bit out of alignment, so we're just gonna line it up. Nice and easy. We're gonna probably have to fly up here. Keep that menu open. Wait for her to settle down. Okay, she's on the deck. Make sure she's touched down. She is. Cool. Lock. And then go ahead and unlock this. That just means that there's more there's more slack, but this thing doesn't slack, so just have to rewind it. Which should be fairly easy. Cool. And we're up. Nice and easy. Cool. I think I will have to install a charger for the batteries. But other than that, that's the main sub on board. Cool. That that is just astounding of how that looks. We're gonna go ahead and speed this up because I don't need it at 0.1 now that it's a little bit away from the sub. Cool. Now we're reset and we'll go grab the ROV. Okay, so ROV's in the air still. I'm probably skip most of this. Uh, she's pretty much taking this same route as the other sub, but not so bad. I don't think I'm going to use the ROV this mission, but it's good to have it just in case. Did have a bug with her batteries where they're not charging for some reason. I think it's because they were just off, which is annoying, but is what it is. Now, like I said, I don't think we're going to use her this mission, but I guess it'll be a good idea to have her. Just grab this real quick, so when she's down, she's down. There we go. Locked. Okay, so now we're just going to make sure that the deck is... this is locked to the deck. And then we're going to retract that. Cool. Now this did take a lot longer than I thought it would, and I'm not going to cut out the loading process because this is part of the whole point. So while I'm wrapping this crane up, what I'm going to say is that we're going to split this into two parts. I don't want to keep you guys around for a couple hours while I get these ships underway. Also, I still have a lot more pre-underways to do. I have to get the food loaded. I have a few other things to prep for the ship before she gets underway. And then we'll get underway in the next episode. We're going to also add a few other bits and bobs here. We're going to need to build a welding platform, which we're going to attach to the underneath the ship here, or underneath the sub here, and we need the charging platform. So I'm going to finish that up, but once we're done, we're going to wrap up, and then at the beginning of next episode, it'll be us getting underway, and we'll actually finish this operation. But this is all the preparation at least done, so we're going to go ahead and get that taken care of. Okay, so we're going to grab this intergrid converter here, which is basically just a really flat rotor. I'm going to go ahead and place 2 of these things down. This one's going to be our charger. And this one's going to have that weld head, basically the tools for the submarine. Now we're going to take this welder here and lay that out. We'll use this to actually weld up the wellhead into the ground. And we'll use one of these baby connectors here. And this will be how we attach it to the submarine. Cool. And then we'll need some advanced rotors here. And that's how we're going to connect these grids for charging. Okay, cool. Well, then I'll go and get these welded up. Cool, everything's all welded up now. That's going to wrap it up for this episode. All the preparations are done, aside from some minor stuff that's not really worth recording. So I'm going to go ahead and get these subs hooked up, and then we'll catch you on the next episode when we actually commit to Operation Shale. It'll be a long one, so hope you all have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next side.